Hello, my name is Destiny. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Um, Basically, I'm just starting this for something fun and creative to do. I like to talk a lot, and I just feel like this would be a good outlet for me to get that out. So basically, I just want to start with just like some early morning chats. I have my coffee here. I think I need to move this closer. Yeah. I have my coffee here. It's like 6 something in the morning, so my child is sleeping. I got up early, did my makeup. That's why I keep looking over there, and I'm trying to talk quietly because she's in the other room. So hopefully she stays asleep. But yeah, I just wanted to get up on here and finally start my first YouTube channel. I've made like 10 of these kind of videos, kind of like intro videos, and just have never posted them. Just brutally honest, just afraid of what people would think. Maybe a little bit of not trusting myself enough to be able to put something out there that other people can relate to. But I know that that's just my fear holding me back. So here we are. So what to get into? Ooh, topic that's been on my mind a lot lately is this whole the topic of manifestation. Now, manifestation is not specifically what I have an issue with. Why would I? It's just all of these reels on Instagram and these YouTube videos. Everything is how to manifest quickly, how to manifest money, how to manifest money extremely quickly, how to, like, just everything about manifesting money and manifesting money quickly. And I don't think it's a problem to try and manifest money. We all love money. We all want money. Money does a lot of things. But I don't really like that it's being pushed to be done so quickly. Like, everybody just wants to manifest money like super quick. And it's really frustrating to see that all the time, because there's so many other important things that we should be trying to work on for ourselves and create in this life and manifest in this life other than just money. And it bothers me because I feel like that's all that people think about, and it shows in our society because everybody just wants the designer name clothing and bags and shoes, and all of those things are wonderful. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have those things too, but it makes it really hard to connect with people and to relate with people and build genuine relationships and connections when that's the root focus of a lot of people. I just think that really bothers me as somebody that doesn't have many friends. It's been really hard for me the past few years, especially becoming a new mom, but just really hard for me in general these past few years trying to make some friends. I'm just not able to make that connection. It just doesn't seem like I'm meeting the right kind of people. And I understand that there's something in that has to do with me and what I'm putting out into the world and the frequency that I'm vibrating at, but for the most part I feel like I'm a pretty genuine person, and I'm usually just putting out positivity and being genuinely myself. And I think that's why I can't find many people, because many people aren't being their authentic self. There's not a lot of authenticity, and it makes it really hard for the people that want to make those soul connections and want to feel comfortable being authentic. It makes it really hard. I just would love everybody to just be themselves. Be yourself, boo, because there are plenty of people out there that will like you just how you are. You don't have to try and force it, because when we try and force it, it makes other people feel like they can't be themselves either. And so it's just like this ongoing cycle of people not genuinely being themselves, and nobody wins with that. Nobody wins with that. No, I kind of kept rambling on about this topic, but sorry, it's early. But it's something that's important to me, because I don't have a lot of family, so making authentic relationships is really important to me. So if you're trying to be my friend, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Like, if you're a weirdo, no. But if you are genuinely, that sounds terrible. But you know what I mean? Like, there's some really odd, strange people out here. But no, if you would like to make a genuine connection, hit me up. I'm always open. I'm always open to making new friendships, new connections. And I think that's important to do, is to keep your heart open, so that you can invite in and allow yourself to receive those new connections, those new relationships, instead of staying closed off. There's no way to connect with somebody on a deeper level if your heart is closed. I know it's hard to be vulnerable and to trust other people with your heart, but there's no other way. So the next thing I want to talk about is I've been really intrigued by human design, and I follow the page My Human Design. I believe it's by Jenna something, but it's really easy to find on Instagram. They also have a podcast, and I've listened to several episodes of their podcast, but the one I was listening to yesterday was so good. It's called, by Jenna Zoe, Human Design, Becoming Who You Came Here to Be. I was listening to the episode Reframing Doing the Work. Boy, did I relate to so much in that episode. She was basically talking about how everybody is so focused right now on doing the work, doing the shadow work, constantly working on yourself, and what getting caught up in just constantly and only doing that all the time can do to you. And it made me realize that I was caught in a cycle of just doing the work all the time. I was so strict on myself and would feel like I was low-key failing myself if I did not do things to the best of my ability every day. I felt like I wasn't progressing as much as I should have been. And what she was saying is that trying to think about too many things at one time. I keep looking over at the monitor. Oh, what she was saying is that you can't just constantly do the work. At some point, in order for things like manifestation and the law of attraction and all these different laws of nature, in order for all of that to work, you have to do something. You have to make changes. Yes, there's other forces outside of our control that contribute to our manifestations, that contribute to things that happen in this world. But in order for us to make a change in our life, we actually have to do things. And I know that sounds simple, like, yeah, duh, obviously you'll have to make changes for changes to happen, but you could be doing a lot of changes internally, but not making any changes externally. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was doing amazing reprogramming my subconscious and changing my mindset and how I viewed a lot of things. I was doing all of that work, but there wasn't much that was coming out of me. I wasn't putting very much out. I wasn't doing the physical work to see the physical changes. I was doing the internal work to see the mental changes, the spiritual changes, but the physical changes, not much was changing in my physical world, and I was getting so frustrated and so, what's the word? I don't know, I guess just exhausted, because it felt like it was, nothing was working. It felt like I was doing all of that, not for nothing, but kind of, because I wasn't seeing very many changes. And I think another really important key part from that podcast that I took away was how much easier and more peaceful I would feel if I would just let go and allow myself to just get these little synchronicities here and there, take those little notes, make these little changes here and there, and see how that accumulates over time and what changes over time with me putting in that little bit of work here and there, instead of constantly feeling like I had to do so much work for something big to happen. I don't know if I am translating that 100% correctly, but that's just how I'm seeing it in my mind, that making these little tweaks here and there is much more effective and less exhausting than feeling like I have to constantly keep putting in so much work day in and day out. I feel like I was just taking it way too seriously. Like, I was putting way too much pressure on myself, and while doing that, I feel like I was blocking my own blessings that I should have had by now, because I was so busy on working on so many things internally that I was missing things in the physical world and missing opportunities to act in the physical world. And that's a really frustrating feeling like you missed out on some opportunities that you could have taken upon you and acted upon. Yeah, I really like that podcast. If you guys have not heard about human design, she's not the only person that teaches human design. That was the first page that I found on human design. She has an app as well that I have. So if you guys have not heard about human design, I would highly recommend you check it out. She has a Instagram page, she has a podcast, she has an app. All of those things have so much useful information. You put in your, basically like your birth chart. You get a birth chart, and you get all of your little information, like your design type and your authority and all of these different little goodies that really help you. She breaks it down very well, helps you understand exactly what all of it means and how it relates to you in your life and how you can use it in your life to get to know yourself better and get to know what works for you in living your life and creating your life. Because everybody is meant to work differently. Everybody's meant to create their lives, not even just to live different lives, but to the way you go about creating your life, the way you go about manifesting things is different for everybody. And I think it's really important to learn that about yourself, because a lot of the times on Instagram and YouTube and just social media in general, I'm not talking about TikTok at all, just not like there's not any information on TikTok, because I'm sure she has a TikTok as well. I just don't have a TikTok, so I can't speak on that. But I think it's so often we get caught up in the same ways of doing things, because that's kind of like the trend on social media. When one person does something, it's like everybody has to do it that way, and we're not meant to do everything the same way. Like something that works, a manifestation process that works for one person might not work for the other. Like, for example, I'm a generator. My strategy, you have your authority and your strategy. My strategy is to respond to things. I don't need to go out and find a bunch of different things for me to do or different things that I like. I am supposed to wait to see what comes across my path and respond, which is very different than what I feel like what I've noticed was pushed upon me as a young child and young adult, and many people, I'm sure, is that you need to know exactly what you want to do and then go after that and go do that. And for a generator, for me specifically, because you have different aspects of it, it's not just like a one-size-fit-all design type. But for me, I struggled for so long trying to figure out what my purpose was or what I'm supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And I felt like I just kept hitting wall after wall after wall, and years of frustration because I just could not figure it out. And it's because I was not meant to. That entire time, my mind was focused on trying to figure it out. I was not meant to force it. I was meant to sit back and allow things to come across me or come to me and respond, I don't think I like that, or that kind of interests me. I think I'm going to check that out or research that or try that. So I think it's really important for lots of people to figure out, for everybody to figure out their design type and what works for them. Because I think our lives would be so much easier. Our lives would be so much easier if we could figure out exactly what works for ourselves, instead of listening to other people say what worked for them and see their success stories, because that might not work for you. I think oftentimes it's not going to work for you because there is a specific way you are supposed to live your life, and a specific way that things work for you. So honestly, I could keep going. I could keep going, but I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. I know I enjoyed it. I'm gonna try and post at least 2 videos a week. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. I know it might be a little early to say subscribe, just because this is my first video. And yeah, either way, if you liked it, please give it a like. If you didn't, just don't press anything, don't write anything nasty or negative, because I don't really want to see it. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.